Hi everyone, it's Jenna here, and today I'm back with a new layout for Bramble. Today I'm using one of the sort of latest additions to the shop. So I'm using the Endless Summer Perspective in that beautiful sort of aqua blue colour. This was in a Fox box either last month or the month before, but it's now available to buy in the shop in case you missed it or wanted to double up. And this also comes with another perspective which says relax, which is also in a lovely sort of baby blue colour. I've also used some of one of the new stencils today. I have a feeling it's stencil number 40, but I will just double check because I'm so bad with remembering numbers and names of things. So I'll just apologise now, but yes, that's number 40. It's really cute. There's sort of lots of sort of palm leaves and bits on there. I actually had planned to use these leaves on another layout, which didn't actually work out. So I very handily have a whole pile of these ready to go for this layout today. So I essentially just used a couple of different coloured Distress Oxide inks and just ran those over the stencil with one of my blending brushes in a couple of shades of green. So I've got a really nice dark one there. I am struggling to remember what that is called. I'm just going to see if I can find it. That one's called Lucky Clover, the dark green one. And then the lighter one, I think, is Bundled Sage. It's a really nice sort of light, bright green. So you saw a moment ago I cut up this paper. It's a really cool wavy design from the Vicky Bouton Sweet Rush collection. So I've had this sheet for a while and I've had so many ideas in my head, but I only had one of these sheets, so I was like really apprehensive about cutting into it. But I figured it had been sort of sat around in my collection pack for long enough, and I just figured, yep, these photos would work really well because the colours are similar, and also I think the perspective works really quite nice with the sort of blues that are already there, and also having that slight contrast with the yellow and orange. So I have cut these segments up and I have distressed all of the edges. I am trying to figure out how I want these to sit on my page, and I'm thinking that I want them to sit towards the right hand side of my page, but I kind of want a bit of dimension with them. So what I have done is I have added some adhesive tape to one side of each of the swirls. And then I've lifted the other side up with some foam squares. I did show you part of the process just for the yellow strip, and I essentially just repeated that with the other three. So my photos here were taken a couple of months ago on holiday. I really like these photos because the colours work so well with the colours in the paper, and also the flowers that I fussy cut. Again, they are from the Sweet Rush collection. So I have got two photos. They're exactly the same, taken a few months ago at a water park. And I thought these were great because I've used quite a few photos from this day out, but not these ones. And I thought actually there were some really lovely sort of paper snip pieces that I could use with this just to try and bulk out some of my clusters. So I have used a few sheets, I believe. I've sort of mixed and matched, which I really like about these paper snips because they're super versatile. So I've used a couple of bits from one of the travel paper snip pieces. I think I've used paper snips number 5, where I've got some sort of tags and those paradise sort of like letterboard pieces. I don't even know if that makes sense. You know when you go to an airport and it's got like your flight in those sort of black and white things? Yeah, I love those. That's where that paradise thing was inspired from, I assume. But there's a whole bunch of those on paper snips number 5. I've also used one of the Are they like the epoxy punch things? Is that the right word to use? The like circle bits that you add the epoxy sticker to. It says this week, and that was actually from the latest like craft inspired ones. I am struggling. I think they're number 9 actually. I was going to say I was struggling to remember which one they were, but I've just seen like a little snip of them on my desk. So I believe they are number 9. But yeah, this was not at all in any way sort of craft related, but I just thought it would work really well because of the colours. So I decided to chuck that on there as well. And I think that looks really cool. And I'm just going to have a look through some of the other Sweet Rush embellishments to see what else I can bring in. But to be honest, I think where I've got quite a few of these sort of stenciled leafy bits and florals, I actually don't need to bring that much more in. I've added a couple of chipboard pieces. So I've got a couple of arrows. I've got an orange one on my right hand photo which says The Story. And then I've got a green one on my left hand photo which says Real Life. I've cut a couple of these florals out from one of the other Vicky Bouton papers, just some small orange florals that I want to add into each of my clusters. So I just cut 3 of those out. And I think I may have already started sticking some of these bits down, and I've just used some foam squares just to add a little bit of dimension there, and just make sure everything is not completely flat. So I'm going to come in and glue my perspective down now. So this is just the perfect colour. I thought it worked so well with these photos. And I have stuck some foam squares to the bottom bit and then glossy accents to the top. There we are, that's the final layout. You can see I've added a little bit of journaling to the left hand side of the page there. And I've got some close-ups here as well, just to show you how gorgeous the perspective is and also how cute these leaves are from stencil number 40 and those paper snips as well. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you again soon.